Moving on to 3 then. You want to alternate this? You want to go 3?
This is where I started to struggle with the order.
Yeah, same.
So this is when the order kind of was tough because I feel like, okay.
This next 3, I put in every single order. I've jumbled them around in every single position.
So I put Steph at 3.
Same.
Oh, this might not be a great. It doesn't matter if we agree. I was like, okay, it's just this year. I just felt like
going into this season.
It's just going to be going into this. It's not like
it's not predicting what will happen this season. It's saying
it's
like this is the order going in, and things can. That's what we'll kind of get into. What things can happen that we can foresee somebody jumping in positions pretty easily.
Yeah.
But going in, I feel like this just needs to be the order. That's kind of why I put Steph here at 3, which don't need to say much about him other than change the way that the NBA works in a lot of different ways. He is a superstar with or without the ball, never stopping moving his feet. He's always running off screens, always relocating. One of the most unselfish, like all 3 of these guys are super unselfish, but Steph, you could argue in a way, is the most, him or Jokić at least. Just the way that he utilizes his gravity to get people open. Like there's all these videos on YouTube you can go watch about this. There's a lot of compilation videos just of him coming off a screen. Both defenders are following him, and Kevon Looney or Draymond Green just slips that screen wide open for a layup at the rim. That kind of stuff happens all the time just because of how much defenses are paying attention to Steph. And he knows he's not getting the ball in that scenario, but he's doing that because he knows the value that creates for his team. Just looking at the comparison between him and the way Russell Westbrook was refusing to play with the Lakers, like how he is this heliocentric Russ is, like this guy that can't play off ball. See, and that's kind of like the difference between Jokić and Luka and these other guys that we were talking about with the heliocentrism. Those other guys, when they have the ball, it's all centered around them, but when they don't have the ball, they're out of the play. Nothing's going on. They're just
standing there watching.
And Jokić is not like that at all. Even if it's not his move on the court, like he sees like, oh, this would be beneficial if somebody were to like flash middle right here, but he's not in the position to do that. He's communicating to other people, trying to get them to make those moves. Or I just love those plays where it's Jokić that passes the ball and then he just takes off sprinting all of a sudden, curling down with a cut off ball to get the ball and put it up for a layup. He does that kind of stuff a lot. He moves without the ball, and he's just very smart with that kind of stuff. That is what Steph does to
better than Jokić. Like
the absolute highest degree
that we've ever seen in the history of ever, and probably won't see again because it's like a different gear.
Yeah. What I was saying about Russ, he refused to ever set screens for his teammates. He's like, I'm a star. I don't set screens. That's just this mentality that a lot of stars have. But it's like Steph, the way he treats the game is as if he is merely a role player. Like every player on the team, including him, is just playing their role. And that's just something that's really special. So that's our top 3. I feel really good about that top 3.